Now, everyone, get your popcorn ready because Sunny Hostin was just so thoroughly roasted by Joe Rogan that she may never fully recover. The View hosts are among the most stupid individuals on TV, if you average them out.
Average out the View hosts among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a—
Holy cow. The reaction from Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit bombshell that was just revealed to The View is enormous. Behind the scenes, there is a great deal of worry, public outbursts, and lawsuits. According to The View, they could humiliate Karoline, make fun of her, and get away with it. However, they tampered with the incorrect one this time. Now that Karoline is retaliating so forcefully, she is not only exposing The View but also forcing them to plead for their forgiveness in order to halt her lawsuit. And Joe Rogan comes next. He didn't hold back, man. You're going to discover why his epic tirade on Sunny Hostin just went viral. But first, for 10 years of good fortune, hit the like button and subscribe. Have you just signed up? Fantastic. Let's get started now.
So much good news, so much winning out of the Trump White House right now that the mainstream legacy media can't keep up with it.
I saw you on The View.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been overwhelming.
What, then, caused this whole train wreck? It all began when The View, as usual, chose to single out Karoline Leavitt for criticism just because she is young, conservative, and defies their absurd storylines. Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin went too far this time.
Really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was picked.
Joy Behar grinned and said that Karoline's employment was only granted because Trump believes she is a 10. Despite the fact that Karoline rose up the ranks via sheer competence and perseverance, Sunny Hostin, who was always willing to use identity politics, attempted to portray her as privileged. Furthermore, Whoopi Goldberg simply sat there nodding because, well, that's kind of her thing. However, this is where they made a huge mistake because they underestimated Karoline, who wasn't going to put up with this repulsive smear campaign. Instead of playing their game, she changed the course of events.
I vow to provide the truth from this podium. We ask that all of you in this room hold yourselves to that same standard. We know for a fact there have been lies that have been pushed by many legacy media outlets in this country about this president, about his family, and we will not accept that. We will call you out when we feel that your reporting is wrong or there is misinformation about this White House.
Boom. She's got more.
I would like to point out to each and every one of you that in 2024, when Joe Biden was in the Oval Office or upstairs in the residence sleeping, I'm not so sure, egg prices increased 65% in this country.
Bang! Karoline went nuclear instead of merely retaliating. She criticized the hypocrisy of their beliefs, pointing out how they preach feminism while disparaging any woman who disagrees with them. She revealed how the program undermines conservative women while defending liberal ones. She then filed a $800 million lawsuit against them. Yes, you heard correctly. Karoline sued The View for defamation, alleging that their careless remarks harmed her reputation. The hosts of The View are now pleading with her to make a compromise. According to reports, ABC officials are in a panic and rushing to repair the damage. They never imagined Karoline would put up such a strong struggle. The finest part, though, comes after. Sunny Hostin was completely demolished by Joe Rogan, who just jumped in. Are the hosts of The View averaged out? One of the most stupid persons on TV?
The View hosts among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a wealth. I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it. We don't want anybody to have any sort of a way to get it down. The episode of you when you're on The View, when you were running for president.
Right.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add president of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to.
You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy.
We love it.
They're talking about you in such a favorable light. The audience was cheering, and then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Joe Biden knows how to do this.
Trump.
Yeah. He tends to just...
Joe Rogan dragged Sunny Hostin instead of merely calling her out. She loves to play the victim and attack those who don't fit her narrative, he said, calling her out for being the queen of theatrical indignation. If you average the IQ of The View's hosts, you're not hitting triple digits, he said, making fun of her journalistic integrity. He also produced receipts, reminding everyone that while The View once praised Trump when it was convenient for them, they now act as though he is the worst thing imaginable. But he didn't stop there. He also made fun of the entire format of the opinions, comparing it to a reality TV show where the loudest person wins and facts are irrelevant. The internet liked it. After exposing The View and canceling Sunny Host, Joe Rogan became popular in a matter of minutes. The remarks are harsh. In only 5 minutes, Joe Rogan conducted more fact-checking than The View has in 5 years. The View ridicules any woman who holds a contrary opinion while advocating for empowerment. What a farce. Even ABC's top execs are suddenly perspiring. Because this is a complete nightmare, not just poor headlines.
Calls today for The View to go next when you've got hosts like Whoopi Goldberg spitting when she's speaking about Donald Trump. Look at this.
No, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
But can I mention one thing?
That's on the ABC, of course, but what a class act. I mean, speaking about Donald Trump, you can't make this stuff up. Should The View go next?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sunny Hostin has faced challenges or she's been in trouble, let's say, by executives at ABC for some of these smears and lies that she spread. There needs to be some level of accountability with these talk show hosts. People tune in to left-wing networks. They expect to get a left-wing talking point. But what they shouldn't expect or what we shouldn't treat as normal is the fact that there is nothing but denigration.
The View is now aware of their dire situation. Additionally, ABC execs are reportedly talking about significant changes. According to reports, several sponsors are re-evaluating their agreements. Even Whoopi Goldberg is remaining silent, which says a lot, let's face it. And Sunny Hostin comes next. Her reputation in the media is suffering, and some people are even speculating that ABC might fire her in order to save face. Let's face it, though, the harm has already been done. Now that Karoline Leavitt has totally changed the course of events, The View is pleading for forgiveness.
And the Democrats are in complete disarray because they have become a globalist party who like to spend taxpayer dollars on useless priorities just to cater to the left's demands here.
Now it's your turn, everyone. Did Joe Rogan go too far, or was his roast entirely justified? Is Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit a wake-up call? Please leave a comment below, we're reading them all. Before you do so, hit the like button and hit subscribe for 10 years of good luck. The View deserved it, and will ABC finally clean house after this disaster?